Hello, friends. The sun is shining today and it feels so good. Animals are everywhere right now in full anticipation of spring arriving very soon. It really is surprising how fast the time has flown over this last winter. It didn't feel as long as it usually does to me, which is very interesting. I don't know about for you, but for me, winter was short this year, which is just interesting. Anyway, it's Saturday, so it's writing prompt day. I am in the woods again, of course, which is, as always, my favorite place. Since I don't live in the woods right now, I must go to the woods in order to get for myself what I really need, which is that restorative tonic that the woods kind of tends to be for me. So I have to get out in nature whenever possible. It's really, really important to me. So I don't know about you, but there's something for everybody that when you do it, it makes you feel good. And it's so important to make time for those things. So anyway, you might hear people in the background. There's some people kind of close. I think they're hiking. But I don't know. I need to find some more getaways that are a little bit less trafficked, I think, because I really seek the woods for quiet and restoration. So sometimes it gets a little busy on these trails that I visit. But anyway, um, I wanted to give you your prompt for today, which I hope this last week of offer service was an interesting week for you. It was for me. It was very fulfilling, actually. I went to the SPCA all week to pet cats and walk dogs, and actually it was probably just as good for me as it was for them because I miss having animals. I haven't had them in a while, and boy, is it's such a good feeling to spend time with these animals that really need the attention while they're there until they get adopted. Some of them have been there for quite a while, and I think they really appreciate having somebody give them attention and spend some time with them playing and stuff like that. So it was really good. And I think I'm also going to volunteer at a local farm here for a while until I get my feet under me and figure out where I'm going to be, because this isn't going to be where I am forever. But, while I'm here, I'm going to just be part of the community and make things happen. So with that said, I'm trying to there's the light. The light is shifting on me. So I wanted to give you an interesting prompt for this week. I feel like everybody is kind of panicking about coronavirus, which I understand, but if you look up the, if you look up other diseases or other things that actually are responsible for human deaths around the world, I think you might be surprised by simple things like dysentery or cholera, which actually kill far more people in a year than coronavirus probably will. I mean, obviously, we don't know how many are going to be affected by this virus. And of course, it's devastating to see how quickly it's spreading and what it's doing to people. But man, are we getting panicky about it. And I feel like the news doesn't help that when we watch the media and it gives us all these heads full of like just constant diatribes of fear and terror all the time. I'm not feeling like that's a good consumption of a steady diet of terror when you're just filling your head with that all day long. We've never before had CNN 24 hours a day, and I'm not sure that's a good thing. So just keep it in perspective. Try maybe not to watch the news constantly. I mean, obviously stay on top of it, but the World Health Organization has on their website everything you need to know about how to stay updated and what important things you need to be aware of in order to keep yourself from being infected, or if you do get infected or exposed to it, what to do about that. And I feel like that's good enough. I don't think we need to watch the constant news diet that is feeding you full of all of this fear about what's going to happen to the world if coronavirus continues to spread. It's going to spread. It happens every year. We have the flu every year. It happens every year. there's always something. And because bacteria and viruses are smart and they figure out how to live just like we do. They adapt. So we're going to have new viruses and new bacteria all the time that make us sick. So I think we just have to keep some perspective about it. So within that perspective, um, I believe that it's important then to restore ourselves with not just rest but sleep. When you're worried, you're probably not sleeping as well. You may not be sleeping as much as you need to. We never do. Around the world, we often don't value sleep the way we should. Sleep is the most restorative of things we could possibly do for our bodies when it comes especially to stressful situations. But in general, I believe that sleep is actually one of the most powerful ways that you can maintain your health. It is the only time that your brain actually sweeps itself of all of the byproducts of what your brain has to do all day long in your waking hours. So while your sleep is the only time that it can release the lymphatics, which is the only way that it actually can move out the things which are essentially chemicals that will become toxic if they stay there. And it's science is showing that these toxins that are left behind when we don't get enough rest can actually cause other problems with the brain. So it's important to get your rest. It's the only time your brain can actually clean itself. It needs time. And of course, you're also going to have a better immune system, and your skin can heal while you're sleeping. All of your organs can heal, and that's the time for your body to actually do its restorative measures that it really needs, while especially when you're going through states of stress during the day. So do your best to decompress and try to really meditate or something to decompress, but get that sleep. So this week, sleep well is the prompt. I really hope that everybody finds the time for sleep. Make sure that you're taking good care of that sleep. Go to bed early. Get enough rest. When you know what time you have to get up, plan for the time that you're supposed to go to bed, and maybe put it even on your calendar. The time you are going to be in bed, not when you're going to get ready, but what time are you going to be in bed, turning off the lights and shutting down the phone and going to sleep. Without the television, without a screen, go to sleep. Right? What time is that supposed to happen for you to be able to get up at the time you need to get up? So if I know I'm getting up at 5 a.m., I should go to bed at 9. That's just me. I need my 8 hours of sleep. So if I'm getting up at 5, I'm going to bed at 9. That's what I do. If I have to get up at 6, I'm going to bed at 10. Whatever time you have to go to bed, make it happen and make it a priority, and don't let anything else get in the way. It's really important that we remember that sleep is the best thing you can do for your body, aside from making sure you get enough water and eat a good diet and get some exercise, get outside. All these things are good for us and they will keep us healthy. But de-stressing and restoring are so important to us. So make time for those things, okay? Make time for your sleep. Sleep well this week. Find whatever it is you need to do in order to make that a reality and make it a habit. So that's our prompt. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope it's restorative for you. I hope you find peace. I hope you find calm. I hope you turn off the news and spend some time with people you love and care about, and make that a priority, because that is what life is all about, I feel like. So anyway, I will be thinking of all of you with lots of love and health and calm in my mind, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you next Saturday.